Hey guys, Matt Tranel here with Premier Realty Group, and we are here with another episode of Hometown Highlights, where we highlight local small businesses in the Wisconsin Rapids area. And today we are with Lisa, and we are at Rejuvenate Yoga. Rejuvenate Yoga is located on 8th Street. We're on the north end of 8th Street, right across the street from the new pickleball courts, kitty corner to the water park, and Valley Communities Credit Union. So we're across the street from the water park and the credit union on the east side of 8th Street, directly across from the pickleball courts. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Tell us a little bit about Rejuvenate Yoga and what you offer and kind of what the services are that you provide here.
So basically I teach yoga. I went to the Temple of Kriya Yoga in Chicago. So
Okay.
like the lineage I kind of teach has there's a gentleman named Iyengar who is the reason we have like blocks and straps and bolsters and blankets, like to make it accessible for everybody.
Okay.
So, and he really focuses on alignment. So my teaching style is slower and really focuses on alignment because what you practice, you get good at.
Okay.
And so we want to make sure that the yoga that we're practicing is done in a way that is bringing you back to balance instead of just sort of exacerbating the problems you already have, or we call them biases actually in yoga.
Okay.
So I teach yoga, we teach meditation, there is relaxation that happens within the classes. They are about an hour and 15 minutes long.
Okay. Okay.
Like I said, we go real slow. It's very intuitive. It's not a fast-paced class, and we hold the poses for longer, and I think of them as like yogi scientists. So they're always observing, like is my right hip tighter than my left hip, or is my right shoulder tighter than my right? You know, you kind of go through slower and observing more.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So teach yoga. Obviously, it's Rejuvenate with Yoga. That's the name of the business. So clearly, it's a yoga studio. What do classes look like? Do you run them every day? Do you run them on the weekends, weekdays, multiple times a day? Kind of if somebody wanted to do it, what are their options to come in and do a yoga class with you?
Very good question. So basically, I teach 9 a.m. classes every weekday.
Okay.
And then 10:30 on Mondays and Thursdays are 2 gentle classes. And then on Monday nights and Wednesday nights at 5:30, I teach 2 classes at night.
Okay.
And your first class is free, so you can always jump in and just see what you think about it. And then the classes are basically just come on. I'm just not busy enough to like say, oh, you can't have that many people. So basically, it is just open to whoever wants to come for that time frame.
Okay. Yeah. So, how does it work for? Do I have to pay? Is it like a monthly membership? Can I pay per class? How is that structured?
Absolutely. So basically, you could pay per month. So if you just wanted to come one time a month, you would pay, I think it's like $36. And that ends up being like $9 a class. But if you wanted to buy like a chunk of 10 classes at once, I think it turns out to be like $7.50 a class. Okay. And if you just wanted to like drop in once in a while, that might be like $15 a class. So it just depends on how often you want to come during the month. And I try to make the classes cheaper and cheaper the more you buy to encourage people to come more than once a week.
Yeah. So it sounds like you have a lot of options. If I want to come once a week, if I want to come once a month, I have options. If I want to come multiple times a week, right?
Yes.
There's options for everything.
Absolutely. And I have private classes too. So if you want to just be you and I've got private classes, and I have a workshop it's the second Sunday of every month from 1 to 3, a workshop every month about some particular topic.
Okay. And so is the workshop, how would that differ from like just a normal yoga class?
So a normal yoga class is really meant to bring like balance to your entire body.
Okay.
So you're doing things like If you're back bending, that's called extension. And if you're forward folding, that's called flexion. So you
Okay.
want to make sure you're kind of addressing like all the ways that the body moves.
Yep.
Whereas my workshop, like the first workshop I did, I think was on the lower back. So
Okay.
all the stuff
Okay.
we did really focused on like what poses can we do that really help to support and strengthen and open the lower back.
Yes.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So Monday morning 9 a.m. yoga class is going to kind of cover everything.
Right.
The workshops, you hyper focus on one specific area.
Exactly.
And spend a lot of time just focusing on stretches and different things you can do, different poses, different things you can do to work that specific area.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. And so I noticed you have equipment in here, right? I see, pads and blocks and all kinds of different stuff. So I'm assuming if I came, I wouldn't need to bring my own stuff.
You do not. I have
Okay.
everything you could possibly need. I have mats and blankets and bolsters and blocks, everything.
Okay. But I probably shouldn't wear jeans.
If you had
Or-
baggy enough jeans, maybe,
Okay,
but you
okay.
want to wear something
But what's
that feels
like
comfortable.
workout,
Yeah.
stretchy pants or sweatpants would be ideal?
As long as I can kind of see which way your knees are going.
Okay,
so,
okay.
so as long as it's, and then
Yeah.
they should be comfortable, especially
Yeah.
around the waist.
Yep.
Comfortable.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about your story and what got you to where we are today. I don't think this is your first location, right? You didn't just open this up. Right. So what's the backstory behind Rejuvenate with Yoga, and how did that come into existence in the Rapids area?
So I was working at the YMCA in Port Edwards, and I was doing Thai massage, which is they call it the lazy man's yoga. So it's you put people in yoga positions basically, and you massage them. So I started off with a background of that, which was a lot of like anatomy information. And so the YMCA said to me, "Hey, would you go learn how to teach yoga? Because we'd really love to have a yoga teacher." And I said, yes, I would do that. And so I went into the Temple of Kriya Yoga in Chicago, and I did their program. And then I taught there for probably about 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And then I had my daughter and took a hiatus. And then I went back and taught at the YMCA again for a while. And then I was kind of at a few different places. I taught at Anytime Fitness, and I was over in different buildings.
Yep.
And I didn't have enough control over the environment.
Yeah.
And so, and I had more and more people wanting to come more and more hours. And so I decided to get the space down the street. And I was there for about 3 years, and I think I opened up about 6 months before COVID. And so, but I had such a great following of people that I literally just taught it from my living room. I learned how to do a Zoom meeting, and I made enough to pay my rent in the building. And so I still did private lessons at that other studio.
Yeah.
And so we just made it work. And so then now, this space opened up. It's a little bigger and brighter, and we needed just a little more elbow room.
Yeah.
So this is just a beautiful space.
It is. It's a really good location.
Yeah. I'm just
right
so
on 8th
grateful.
Street. It is very bright in here, I have to say. It's lots of natural light.
Absolutely.
So, cool. Well, thanks for being with us.
Well, thank you so much for
and
coming here.
Yeah,
I
again,
very much
guys, we
appreciate
are
it.
at Rejuvenate Yoga with Lisa, the owner. We are on 8th Street on the north end of Wisconsin Rapids, right across from the new pickleball courts, kitty corner to the water park, and kitty corner to Valley Communities Credit Union. So if you've ever thought about trying yoga, if something on you hurts or aches, you probably should try yoga, even though Lisa says I shouldn't say the word should. That's okay.
It'd be great if you did. It'd be great if you did, and you'd learn a lot.
Yeah. So come on in. If they wanted to reach out to you, right, because if you have the classes at certain times, you're probably not here all the time. What's the best way for people to just contact you to say, hey, I want to come, or can I come, or how? Like, what's the easiest way for them to just reach out to you?
So I have a Facebook site. So it's Rejuvenate with Yoga. I have a phone number.
Okay.
Do I give that?
Yes, let's give the phone number. Yes.
715-213-0456.
Okay.
And then I also have a website, so rejuvenatewithyoga.com, and any messages that go on there come up instantly
Perfect.
on my phone.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah,
So check
thank
that
you.
out. When you do come, you will come in the back entrance. There is a door in the front, but there will be a sign to kick you around back. It's really cute in here. She's got it decorated nicely, and there's a ton of space to come and do all things yoga. So we'll see you guys next week.